Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Natta with you as we kick off another three-day race week here during the Royal Palm Meet. And of course, we're on that Saturday, Sunday, Monday schedule. We've got 9 of them for you. Rainbow Six after another big pool and payoff on Monday starts anew in race number 4. Let's send it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for the course and the weather conditions.
The weather is partly cloudy with temperatures in the low 90s. The main track is fast, the Tapeta track is fast, and the turf course is firm. In the first race, a scratch of 1 American Pop Star. Racing at Gulfstream. From the far outside, Street Sue begins quickly and is hustled out to early command from Tinkatu, who comes away in second. Mischievous Scout is now third. At the inside, it's the red colors of Soufflé on Fire, 2.5 clear of Starship Vengeance. Then Del Rosario and Melody Factor is last. Street Sue and Pedro Pena running off on the top end. They go to the opening quarter with a 3 or 4 length lead. Tinkatu is second, Mischievous Scout third. Soufflé on Fire fourth, the opening quarter rock solid. 23-2. From fifth, it's Starship Vengeance, racing outside of Del Rosario, and Melody Factor has a lot of pace ahead of her, but she's last a long way with less than 5 furlongs remaining. Street Sue makes her intentions known. She's fleet of foot with 4 furlongs to run. She's 4 lengths in front. Mischievous Scout now goes after a touch in second, forcing Tinkatu to move. At the inside, Del Rosario picks up a spot. In between horses, Melody Factor's underway, and now the trailer is Starship Vengeance as they try to reach Street Sue. 5/16 away. Street Sue leads a length and a half. 3 wide. Rashid Hughes moves on Soufflé on Fire. Tinkatu trying to go with her. From fourth, Del Rosario. Melody Factor trying to get loose for a drive as Soufflé on Fire has reached the lead. They're a quarter of a mile from home through 3 quarters in 1:12.4. Tinkatu fights back. Soufflé on Fire on the outside. These two, 2.5 better than Del Rosario and Melody Factor. Off the turn and the stretch drive, they're an 1/8 of a mile from home. Tinkatu on the inside, Soufflé on Fire, Melody Factor, Del Rosario. These are the 4. Del Rosario rising to the occasion with a 16th to go. Del Rosario and Melody Factor kick on. It's Del Rosario in front. Del Rosario beats Melody Factor 3 parts of a length. Tinkatu third, Soufflé on Fire fourth in 1:44.1. And they're off. Talou quick to begin from an outside draw. Stablemate Valen's going to go right with them, and the Smullen runners hook up early. A length and a half better than King Cousin B. Reyes was in no particular hurry there. He'll race in third. A gap of 3 more to No Filter Needed and Subtle Sir with half a mile to go. Talou on the outside of Valen. They're locked up a half a length apart. Racing into third is King Cousin B. No Filter Needed green while angling for a run. And at the back is Subtle Sir. They drilled the quarter, 21-2, and they race for home. And Valen at a big number tries to shake stablemate Talou. Angled for a run, King Cousin B tries to find his best stride, 3 better than No Filter Needed, and they're on their way home. The leader is Valen. Talou's in the middle. On the outside, King Cousin B. Roused forward by Leonel Reyes, and King Cousin B up to Chauvenet in front. Back to second is Talou. Back to third is Valen. But the favorite was patiently handled for good reason. He'll deliver it 1-2. King Cousin B is in front. Second, Talou. Third, Valen. Fourth, No Filter Needed. 56 flat.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. The favorite Rodan was quick off the blocks. Aw God sent with him, though, and Flying Ash is along the rail. Flying Ash will go up and badger Aw God. Flying Ash to the lead. Aw God in second. Rodan allowed to settle the racing out in the center of the racetrack third. On the far outside, it's Cousin Vinny and Blue Martini. As last of all, they chase Renzo Rojas and Flying Ash. Half a mile from the finish, it's Flying Ash to the far turn on top 2.5. Rodan has made it into second and asked to go after the leader. From the inside, All God is now third. Cousin Vinny and Blue Martini are at the back as they pass the final 5/16 marker. It's Flying Ash as lead as an neck. Rodan with every opportunity right alongside in second, but he's not by yet. Driven third, Cousin Vinny. Fourth at the inside, and All God. Blue Martini is last. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Rodan now up to converge on the lead with 1/8 of a mile left. Rodan, he switches leads on cue, and now he has a big lead. It's 2.5 lengths. They're battling for minor placings as Flying Ash trying to turn back Cousin Vinny, but all aboard the favorite, Rodan. 2 to 5 is easy money. 5 to the good. Cousin Vinny second, Flying Ash third, Blue Martini fourth in 1:05 and 3. And they're off. Ridden between, Bail Us Out wants part of the early pace with Quizler and Flying Liam away second and third. The gray Lord Eddard Stark is at the rail in fourth. Followed fifth by Caller and stablemate Golden Town. Taken back to last, he'll look to pass horses late as they run around the first turn. They're chasing Diego Herrera and 6 to 5 favorite Bail Us Out, who go to the opening quarter on top 1.25 from Flying Liam, who's in a flanking roll second. Pedro Pena has hold of Quizler. He's now third. The gray galloper Lord Eddard Stark is angled for a run while racing in fourth, then Caller and Golden Town. Opening quarter, it was complete in 24 and 1. Less than 6 furlongs to go. The leader Bail Us Out 3 parts of a length. Flying Liam is second. Quizler drafting behind the leader in third, and out in the center is Lord Eddard Stark. Then Golden Town and Caller as they race their way past the half-mile marker. Into the far turn they go. The leader Bail Us Out 3 parts of a length. Flying Liam second. No place to go yet for Quizler. Lord Eddard Stark has plotted a wide course. He's underway well fourth. 2 back to Caller, and Golden Town is last. They went the half in 48 seconds flat, and they speed past the 5/16. Working overtime, 3 wide. Lord Eddard Stark is charging after Bail Us Out, who still has the lead. Held together by Herrera. Flying Liam between horses. Pena trying to feed Quizler some racetrack. He looks for a way through with 1/8 of a mile left. Bail Us Out still going. Bail Us Out 1/8 of a mile away, now 3 lengths in hand. Into second goes Quizler from Flying Liam third. To the wire. Bail Us Out. No doubt about it, winner. Quizler off a good trip was second. Third, Flying Liam. Fourth was Golden Town. Then Lord Eddard Stark and Caller. They're off. The sisters were off last, Smart Style and Sluty Princess. Sluty Princess finds her feet, though, and is reaching out for the early advantage. Imperia Blue hustled forward by Camacho. Now he thinks better of that plan, and these two are now 3 in front of Mamuka, who's an early third. Pocket Pair is fourth, and Smart Style is last. Around the first turn they go. The leader, Sluty Princess, by 1.5 lengths. Imperia Blue, aggressively handled. Camacho's not going to sit. Imperia Blue is up to Badger. So the two favorites are at war early through a 24-second opening quarter. They've opened 4 on Mamuka, who races by herself in third. She's 3 better than Smart Style and Pocket Pair along the inside. Less than 4.5 furlongs to run. Saluti Princess on the inside, badgered every yard by Imperial Blue, who's right alongside. They're still 4 ahead of Mamuka, who's a length in front of Pocket Pair and Smart Style. They went to half in 48 seconds flat, so the two favorites giving no respect to the others as they continue to chab punches on the top end through 3/4, or rather toward the 5/16, with Saluti Princess in front by a head. Imperial Blue up alongside second. The others will have an opportunity as Pocket Pair moves up on the inside of Mamuka and Smart Style is last. They reach the top of the stretch. Imperial Blue on the outside, Saluti Princess toward the rail. I think they've killed each other here, and now moving up on the outside is Mamuka, looking for a way through his Pocket Pair. They're off the turn. They're in the stretch drive. Imperial Blue loses the lead to Mamuka. Pocket Pair has a nightmare trip, and now she's going to surge into second as Mamuka has cleared off. Mamuka wins and wins. That's 5-1 from Pocket Pair, who is a troubled runner-up. She'll come a half a length short. And then third was Imperial Blue from Saluti Princess. Fourth, the two favorites dueled each other into submission. Win picture between Mamuka, Pocket Pair, 45-1.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
Chloe's Toy gets the first call. Any moment's going to work right with her, and the two favorites land 1-2. Here's the other favorite, Misprint, who will take a trail in third. Back to fourth, that's Sarah's Rose, racing outside of Blonde Jack, and the early trailers are Judge Judith and I Love Venezuela. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. It's Chloe's Toy with the rail in the lead. Any moment. In a flanking position in second. Misprint gets the trip she wants. She's now third. 3 more to Blonde Jack, who races in fourth. Back to fifth is Sarah's Rose. Judge Judith and I Love Venezuela outgunned at the back. They reach the top of the stretch. 1/4 mile remains. Chloe's Toy still rolling. Under confident Miguel Vasquez handling. Turns in on top by 2. Any moment is second. Hooking to the outside is Misprint to try to launch a bid. Then it's back to Blonde Jack. They're 1/8 mile from home, and it's Chloe's Toy with a 4-length lead. On the outside, Misprint is second, trying to get to her. Blonde Jack is at the rail, but Chloe's Toy will win again. It's Chloe's Toy and Miguel Vasquez 3 in front. Blonde Jack second, Misprint third, any moment fourth. Start the late pick 4, 104-1. Off. Travel Happy, well served at the break, reaching out for early command. Neo Dara now rushes to take her on. Away in third is Viking Quest. The early trailer is Bad Gal Party. En route to the half-mile station, Neo Dara on the outside of Travel Happy. Neo Dara to the top. After a sharp beginning, Travel Happy's going to get shuffled back a touch as Viking Quest moved on her outside. She's now 3 wide. And in the red colors, it's Bad Gal Party, last of the 4. The opening quarter complete behind Neo Dara. 5/16 away, Neodera by a length and a half, Viking Quest second, Travel Happy third, and then Bad Gal Party. 2.5 from first to last. Neodera gives them something to think about. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Neodera with an eighth of a mile left, still 3 in front. From the outside, that's Viking Quest now second. Bad Gal Party trying to catch her, but time has run out to catch Neodera. Longest price in the field, Neodera, a 5-1 winner. A length and a half in front. Viking Quest second, Bad Gal Party third. Travel Happy in fourth. They're off. Ready. They're racing, and the Black Diamond Cat. Viking was well served at the break, reaching out for the early lead. Rolando's going to go after him early. These two kick on. 3 better than Divin Propose, now third. Sharply angling over is Steel Sunshine, but you know where he is early. Last of all, 5 Eyes on Sky Stars is just ahead of him. Out of the chute onto the main track, Viking and Rolando. They're a half a length apart past the opening quarter. They're 5 ahead of Divin Propos, who's now third, 3 clear of 5 Eyes on Sky Stars, and Steel Sunshine hoping for a pace meltdown. The opening quarter was not exactly slow. It was 23-2, and Viking is the target. Rolando is at the inside, trying to stay with him without using too much energy in the process. Rolando's going on a mid-race attack, so no easy lead for Viking today. Sensing the battle up front, Camacho's after Steel Sunshine to try to launch an early bid. He's up the inside. He just took over third. He's primed to strike. Divin Propos is next, and 5 Eyes on Sky Stars is just outgunned. They went 46 seconds for the opening half mile. Viking has the lead. He's not had a breather. Rolando is second. Steel Sunshine continues to stoke the boilers. He's into third, and he's under a full head of steam here. Steel Sunshine, red blinkers on the outside. 5 Eyes on Sky Stars has rallied into fourth, and they're on their way home. Viking has taken pressure, and he's still the leader. Steel Sunshine with every opportunity to go get him in an eighth of a mile more, but Viking had a kick when he was called on. Even after being challenged by Rolando early, Viking proves too much pony. It's Viking, and trainer Dave Fox wins the feature. Viking by 2.5. Leonel Reyes for 3 on the card. Steel Sunshine launched a bid. He just wasn't good enough. Close then for thirds. 5 Eyes on Sky Stars is in a picture with Rolando in 136-1. And runners away. Basilica Light hard ridden at the inside to try to go out and set the fractions from Serrania, who moves out wide to join the second flight with Motown Soul in between. Dropping over to fourth is Sweet Taste into the face of Janana Han. Up on the outside, Get a Hold of Yourself second last, the early trailer, Decisive Mayara. Around the first turn, chasing Pedro Pena and Basilica Light. They're a length and a quarter. Motown Soul is second. They've gone 3 better than Serrania third. In the purple colors out 3 wide, Get a Hold of Yourself. In the middle, Janana Han, and along the rail is Sweet Taste. A gap of another 4 to Decisive Mayara, whose last of all, the quarter time was swift, 23-1. En route to the final half mile, it's still Basilica Light the leader. Chasing from second is Motown Soul. A bit closer in third is Serrania. Get a Hold of Yourself will be wide on both turns while racing in fourth, and Janana Han at the inside ponders a course of action while racing fifth. Then back to Sweet Taste and Decisive Mayara as they round the far turn. Then with the half and a testing 46 seconds flat, Basilica Light used hard but still in front. From the outside, Motown Soul now second. Patiently handled. Camacho wants to feed Serrania some racetrack. Get a hold of yourself, getting ready to tip and roll. Jananahan is next, and underway from the back, Decisive Mayara. Off the turn and the stretch drive, they converge on the leaders. Here comes Get a Hold of Yourself, rising forward to take the lead. Jananahan on the far outside. Motown Soul fights on with Serrania and Decisive Mayara. Just yards to go for Get a Hold of Yourself. Jananahan charging into second. Get a Hold of Yourself for Larry Sterling Jr. in front. Second, Jananahan. Third, Motown Soul. Fourth with Serrania. It's a photo to complete your high five in 1:35 and 2.
That's a wrap on the 9-race Saturday card. Back with you on Sunday. We've got an 8-pack for you, traditional 12:20 first post. Where else would you rather be than beautiful Gulfstream Park?